everybody. We are here with Brok Weaver, UFC fighter, proud Native American. This is our man. Say what's up to the people, Brok.
What's up? What's up? What's up? The champ is here.
Yes, sir, the champ. All right, let's get started. It's apparent that your Native American heritage means a lot to you. Would you tell me more about that and your experiences representing your people as a fighter?
Yeah, man. Grew up here, small town, reservation. We're a small tribe of the Choctaw Indians, Moa. It's probably about 1,500 of us, maybe a little less. Ain't really done a roll count lately. And hold on, let me open the door for my aunt.
No worries at all, my man.
And yeah, man, born and raised here. We're a state recognized tribe, still battling to be federal recognized and get benefits like a lot of these bigger tribes out here get. And I mean, that's part of my whole journey, you know, just get to a high platform, get my people seen, get my people heard of, get into the politics somehow and get my tribe, you know, recognized, man. And just we deserve it, man. We're a very poor tribe out here, always been struggling. And always just to show other natives out there, just, you know, you can get up off your butt and get out the reservation and do something with your life. You ain't got to sit on the reservation and live off the benefits of the people and be lazy and do nothing, you know. And by the time you're 30, you did nothing with your life, and it's probably too late by then, you know. So
Absolutely.
My whole outreach is all that, man. Motivation, inspiration to the natives out there, and even to all people, you know. There's no racism ever going on around here with my people. We raise very, very openly with all races. So it's not just natives. I'm doing this for all the youth. The native is just a very good background and marketing thing for me that I've been able to use, and my people very supportive and always been. So that's it, man. That's the.
What's it like being the rep for a small town? Because I'm from a small town too. I come from a city of roughly 900 people when I left when I was like 12, 13. So I know it can be a very unique life and almost a lot of pressure for someone young and talented. What's that been like?
Yeah, when I first started fighting in amateur days, I was real young, about 15, 16. Had a lot of up and downs in my amateur career right off
Like
the
Guitars
start.
and Cadillacs, that was your first fight, right?
Yep. And I fought a grown man, and it was a war, but I lost, and then I lost again, and then a lot of people around here was just like, hey, man, you might need to just stick to construction, or, you know, go do something with your life and make some money. This fighting thing might not be for you, but I'm hard headed, and I stuck to it, you know. And almost 14 years later, here we are, you know, in the UFC, and prime example. If I can do it, and I was a nobody. I'm still a nobody. I'm still trying to make a name for myself. I'm just in a bigger platform right now. So yeah, if I can do it, man, anybody can do it. And just being a small town hero around here, man, is great. I have a lot of youth that I train. A lot of kids look up to me, and it's encouraging. You know, I got a real good support team from the Mohawks.
That's awesome, man. And you're broadening your support system with a revival of Christianity in your life as of recently. That's making a bigger, that's resurfacing in your life from what I've read. How has that affected you in your career recently?
Say that one more time. You broke up a little bit.
I was saying that with the growth of your support system, you are also growing in your faithfulness, and there's a revival in Christianity in your life, as I've read. How's that affected you in your career recently?
It hasn't, man. It's strengthened it for real. A lot until about 2 years ago, until I gave my life fully to God. I was getting sucked into the local fame and hero party life, you know, a little early, and it was taking a toll on me. And you can't party 4 nights a week and train 4 days a week and expect to keep up with these pros that are giving they all they got, you know. And it was taking a lot of dedication out of my life, and I was just being what I had to come to realize is you know, I always thought I was a good person, even though I wasn't living for God. And a lot of elders and ancestors around here, we got rid of them old ways, and the Creator and Mother Nature and Mother Earth. Yeah, there's a God. He created all that crap, you know, and he's Jesus. And my reservation, it ain't no old ways. There's about 6-7 Baptist and Pentecostal churches around here in Holiness, and we're all for Jesus, man.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it ain't my tribe. We'll try, and we're Moabites. We follow the one. We follow the tribe of Judah, Jesus. You know, and it's all about Jesus, man. And I was I was doing all this for myself, for my own glory. And when I gave my life 2 years ago and really started giving all the glory to God, He opened many doors. I got the call for the Contender series and all that, and then I gave God all that glory. And then the UFC come, and even though, you know, things didn't happen the way I wanted it to, I still got a win. I still got money in my account, and I still got the blessings, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. One of our followers, Eddie Pennybets, asked, "What did you enjoy most about your Contender Series experience?"
I enjoyed the how I had to show versatility. I'm used to coming out at Island Fights, and which is near home, about an hour and a half from home in Pensacola, and having all my Moas come and show up. 150 Moas sounds like 2,000 people. They're crazy, yeah. And they'll storm the ring and storm the cage when I win, and they always had to have extra security for it when I come out, man. It was always about my walkouts and always about my people hyping me up, and like I couldn't lose with my people there, you know. And that's what I felt, you know, when I'm digging deep and I'm down in the trenches, and I got a black belt on my back, and I'm carrying around like a backpack, and I just hear B-Rock, Mo Wow, you know, all that stuff hyped me up and gave me an extra push, extra energy. And I knew when I went to Contender Series, I got to go that week 1, and my opponent didn't make weight, got sick or something, and
Shabazian, right?
Shabazian, yeah, and he I didn't get to fight, but I got to watch how quiet it is in there, and you don't get to bring hardly nobody in, just a few people, you know. And I was like, man, this might throw me off, you know, like I gotta hype myself up. So I had 7 more weeks. I come back in week 8, and I had to mentally prepare myself for that for 7 weeks, and I felt like, you know, I had to hype myself up. And I had one boy in there, my boy G, and he hyped me up and he helped me, you know, and he's always following me around and always been with me since day one. Like I said, one Moai, probably like 10 of them in there. So he was going crazy, and we got hyped, and I felt the energy off him, and if I felt like I was just at home back in Island Fights, and it was a great experience. My adrenaline was up. The speech, you know, after I walked out, I saw Dana smiling already. I don't even know what I was saying. It was just, and I knew I had it. You know, it was a great experience. It was something I'll never forget. It gave me my chance, and I knew that the Contender Series was my chance. I'm 27, 28 years old, and I really didn't feel like losing in the Contender Series and going back in the regional show and doing 3 or 4 more wins and getting back in there or something. But I probably would have, just because I don't know anything else to do. But it was like
hard-headed.
This is live or die, you know. Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's just the mentality that I had: live or die, you know.
Yeah. So you were talking about how one Moau sounds like 10 folks. It kind of reminds me of when Connor brings all the Irish to all his events, you know, back early in his career. What do you think, if you were to book a fight during this quarantine, this global like situation, do you think it would throw you off to not have anybody in the audience, or do you think you'd be able to fix it, or do you think you'd be able to handle that now that you've had the experience of like shifting between like amount of people watching you, like you just mentioned?
Yeah, I definitely think it would have threw me off if I had not would have did the Contender. But being able to do the Contender and feel that, you know, probably having to go back and fight, because the fights might be back at the Apex Center.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean,
wouldn't that be crazy to go back there?
That's what I'm saying. I would definitely love it. I'd go back there, fight in no crowd, hype myself up again, give Dana another great performance with no crowd, and when there's no crowd, it was one good thing. He could hear everything I said.
Yep.
And I guess when my adrenaline gets up, I'm a funny guy sometimes. So.
Oh man, I was
Good.
watching your BKFC fight with Joe Riggs, and after the second or third round, you come into the circle and you're like, I love this.
Yeah.
And you just see him kind of go, huh? Oh yeah.
Yeah, me and Big Riggs had fun.
Yeah, I got a question about that here in a little bit. This one's from Underdog Island, one of our team members. Your stare down with Vargas was really intense before your fight at UFC Rio Rancho. Why didn't either of you break the stare? And can you walk us through your mind state during that moment?
My mindset's always been to beat people mentality. If you can beat somebody mentally before, I think it just makes the fight just a little, just 50-50 even easier, So I always try to win that mind game, man, and I'm going to play any little mind tricks I can in the hotel or wherever we at before the fight, and definitely in weigh-ins. When we make that weight and we ain't got to eat yet, I'm still angry. So, I'm still, I'm brung down to 155. I walk around 190, 195. So making 155 makes me pretty
Damn, you're a big boy.
Yeah, making me pretty hangry. So I was like, I've always went off the Mike Tyson thing too, where he never breaks eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always loved that. And I've always seen it to work in my favor. So when we hit that stare down, he Mick Maynard was telling us to turn to the camera, but nah, I ain't looking away until he looks away.
Yeah.
He didn't want to look away until we walking away, and then he looked away first, and I said, all right, I got you. And I on the elevator that night before the weigh-ins, we got in the elevator, and it was just me in the elevator, and I had to go down. He was coming from the 4th, and I was coming from the 5th, and he got in the elevator, and he just looked at his shoes the whole time, and I just stared at him like this. Just a dead stare. Yeah, the mean mugging the whole way down. He never looked at me. And I was like, I got you. And it played in the fight. I knew I called it. DC said, what do you think your opponent's game plan? I said, if I was him and he knows the way I fight, then I would rush me. I would rush me like I rush everybody. See how I do adversity of getting pressure put on me and try to take me down. Who's going to want to stand with me forever? Act like you want to stand with me and then shoot on me. And that was exactly what he did. And that's exactly what I knew. And in the Contender series fight, he'd be like, man, you were getting whooped. Vargas was smoking you. You got lucky for the DQ. Okay, might have. Who knows how to fight with a win? But I know that I'm a marathon fighter kind of guy, not a sprint kind of guy. And I know Vargas' fights, he comes out. He comes out hard the first round, but he fades. I come out hard the first round, but in all my fights, I never fade. I always win my fights with cardio because I work my butt off. If you see me in the third round, I got more juice than everybody, and that's what I like to do. I like to take the fight. I don't like to train 8 weeks and cut weight and cut 40 pounds to get in there and put you asleep in the first 10 seconds. Oh yeah, that 50 G's looks good, man. But I'm ready to fight, man. I'm ready to touch you and let's go 2 or 3 rounds. Let's hurt each other. Who knows how to fight with a win? But I know I grabbed his neck too easy. I felt his strength. He was real slow. I blocked everything he threw. I landed two fast lefts that if you've been watching on the video, they was so, not even bragging on myself, but that pull left back, I hit him twice in the neck. That far from the chin, But everything happens for a reason. He was getting frustrated. I felt him getting tired. If he did it on purpose, he might have did it on purpose.
Don't worry about that.
I had him real mad at me. So maybe emotions got in. He just wanted to kill me. Or maybe it slipped up and like he said, he saw how I got up in the Contender series and I leave my face open because I know the rules. If I knew the rules, the pride rules, I would get up with a hand in my face, Yeah. I would get up different, but I know the rules. So that's why I get up like that. And it's worked to my advantage for 5 or 6 years, So if the rules were pride different rule, it'd be different. If the rules were backyard rules, I probably would have pulled up my case and gutted him. But it's not. So
yeah,
it's not. We fight by UFC rules, and I didn't even know I was on my butt like that. I didn't even know it was that bad until I got back to the hotel room that night. And about 3 o'clock, when I come back to my senses, my wife showed me the video, and I was like, "Oh my God, I was literally on my butt. I didn't even know that." You know, I thought I was at least on a knee or something coming up, and it was because I was nice to him after, and I was like, man, shit, I'm being way too nice, and this dude really did me dirty. You know, I had a bad headache, man, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. You know.
Would you take that one back again if you could fight him again?
Oh man, I beg McMaynard and Sean Shelby. I could screenshot you the text messages. That's an easy win. They said if they don't cut him, then they'll let him get a couple wins, and we'll meet back up. You know, and that'll be even more juice. Let me get a
I'm
couple
looking
wins.
forward
Let him
to
get a
that
couple
scrap.
wins. Huh?
I said I'm looking forward to that scrap.
Yeah, I would love to get that back. I would love to get that back, but UFC barely does reruns on title fights that are good. You know, so
I know, man.
they know what they want to do. You know,
Yep.
and Vargas is 33 years old, and he just did what he did, and he's 0-2 now. So who knows? They might cut him. Who knows? The UFC's cutting people left and right these days.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I got two more from our fans. This is from Ninja Drew. It's not a question. He just wanted to get some words to you directly. He said, "My dad is Native, and I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you putting on for the Native culture. Not that ethnicity matters, but I know that there aren't many high-profile Native American fighters for youth to look up to. Thanks for being one."
Tell him ahoy, and all thanks to the Most High, man, and I'm gonna keep putting on and putting on.
Yes, sir. I just got a few more for you, then I'll let you go. I know you got stuff to do. Let's see. According to Tapology, you got I don't remember if it's 17 or 18 island fights for the Island Fight promotion. What do you think of Dana White's mythological fight island? You'd go there in a heartbeat, I'm guessing.
Man, it reminds me of Mortal Kombat. You know.
Yep. The
I'm about to bring out the Liu Kang moves for that.
Hey.
And
Finish
like I said when he mentioned I'm the Island Fights welterweight champ. So yeah, you got to put me on the private island. You know.
I was so shocked you had that many island fights on your record. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, I'm a vet, man. There. So me and the promoter Dean Toole, he's literally my big brother in the fight game. Like since I was 17 years old, he's guided my career. Whether I fought for him or whoever I fought, he's been guiding my career. He's always been like he's like I said, he's my big brother in the fight game. Him and Roy, I got with him and Roy when I was 18, and you know, he's the brains, and Roy's Roy. You know, so you follow behind Roy, you following behind a goat of the whole fight game period. So
Absolutely.
It's been good, man. Island Fights has been good. They're the best regional promotion there is. I love fighting in that ring. It's my home.
What's one thing in the cage that makes you different from other fighters? You said you're a marathon fighter. Would you say that's it? Because there is something different about you in the cage from watching other fighters. You're different.
I used to live with Josh the Man, right, for about a year and a half before he died in Miami, and he told me when he first met me at Island Fights, I beat one of his main students, and we went to the after party, and he told me, he said, "Hey man, you ever want to come to Miami and up level the training and get better? You can come live with me and stay in my room. You got that it factor about you. That's just something. It's just that it factor that shows me that charisma, that tenacity. You know, when you come out, it's you know, so it's the it factor. I got that it factor. Some fighters just got that it. Connor, he's got that it factor. You know, Israel Sanya, he's got an it factor. You know." Some guys are just great fighters. Some guys are just champions. And then some guys are just people that just really want to tune in and watch. And I just really believe people just really want to watch me. You know, I just got that it factor, man. I'm a bar raiser, and whether I couldn't fight or not, and I still can fight. So
yeah,
it's that it factor, man. You know.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and I believe it. I mean, it's clear as day, man. Because I'd never even seen you fight before, and then I saw that you were booked for. I think it was Gifford at first, and I don't know. There was something about it. I went and watched your YouTube, and I was really stoked. So I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of your career, man. Because because you got a hell of a spirit for it. Let's see. Okay, I got two more. What fight do you want next, and what is your dream fight opponent wise down the road? Like one you think about.
What was the first question?
What fight do you want next? Like if you could book your next fight right now with me, I'm Sean Shelby or Mick Maynard or whoever.
It definitely had to be somebody in the top 10. You know, I would say give me Dan Hooker. My boy Jason Knight beat him up a couple years ago, and me and Jason been training with each other since we were 16 years old, and I would love to put a bruise on him down. I don't really like him. I don't really not like too many people, but just by watching the guy, he could fight and all, but I believe it's a real good, easy fight for me. Not being bragging, but he matches up stylistically great with me, and like I said, I watched my boy bruise him up. I would love that fight to get me in there, and I just trained with my boy Eric Moon, IBF world champion, 168 pounds. He come down. We've hit about a week. He used to train with Gaethje a lot, and he believes sparring us both. He said, you know, Gaethje would be a very good opponent for me. How I work the body real good. Gaethje's got a hard head, soft body. I would love to take that fight too. You know, it'll be a war. I would love any fight that's just gonna be a war. But my dream matchup is definitely Nate Diaz. I would just to fight somebody at that mentality. I think we have similar mentalities. We're both are marathon fighters, and a 5-round fight. Who quits first? I would love it.
Oh yeah, man.
I ain't shooting on him, and I know he probably ain't shooting on me.
No, that's a stand-up battle till the end.
we ripping to the body and trying to break ribs. So
yes, sir. Man, now that you said it, that Dan Hooker fight's now it's lingering in my head. but the Diaz fight, that's beautiful.
Speak
man.
Things into existence, bro. That's what I've did my whole career. So don't be surprised when you see it headline.
Exactly, man. And our goal is to just give you guys some sort of, you know, little boost in platform, you know, just so y'all can have a place to speak to the people as well.
Yep.
I really appreciate the time you've given us. Chatatuska, Brok Weaver. Let the people know where to follow you on social medias.
You follow me on Instagram at Brok Weaver UFC, Twitter B Weaver UFC, and Facebook Brok Weaver fan page. Go like, follow, tune in to Brok Chatatuska. Y'all can go follow me on my vlog too on YouTube, Chatatuska Chronicles. Ain't come out with an episode, but another episode is about to be dropped next week. And I'm going to try to stay a little more consistent. I've been having problems with the cameraman, which I'll stay tuned on them chronicles, man. It's all about my life, present, and on through the UFC, you know, and what we do out here in these woods on the res.
Hey, man, Brok, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you giving me the time. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. God bless.
I'd love to chat with you again soon. Have a good one.
For sure. Hit me up.